Who is an authority? What are the qualifications of an authority? How to define who is my authority going to be? Do we need an authority? Is there really any validity in authority? All these questions are crucial because they define our relationships. They define our connection with others. Because in life, sometimes you accept an authority and sometimes you must be the authority. Sometimes you must share the authority or have your decisions approved by the common sense of your cooperating friends or some more spiritually experienced person. Authority is something which accompanies us in our process of decision making. So we accept the Vedas to be authoritative. But the Vedas is a whole bunch of books of passive nature. They will not intervene into your life. They will not open up a page that says, here, verse number 19, you should obey this. They just sit in a shelf and say nothing. So the books are authoritative if you accept them, in this case the Vedas, but they are passive. You need somebody who is an active authority, somebody who can evaluate, compare, analyze, come to conclusions and transfer them through direct instruction, through both precept and example. You see, the Vedas and the whole principle of Guru is based on the instruction of the Supreme Lord. It's based on the truth. We are not interested in anything which is not truth. That is authority. Authority must be backed by truth. Authority must be well-wishing for every individual involved. Authority is described by the Supreme Authority, Sri Krishna, in the Bhagavad Gita, where he teaches clearly why we should accept him as an authority. Aham savasya prabhava matasaram parvatite. Krishna says, I'm the source of everything material and spiritual. The wise who accept this, who know that perfectly, they accept me with all their heart. So, if you have some trust, some belief in the Vedas, in the Bhagavad Gita, many of your problems are solved. But today we are analyzing a little bit, what is the relationship between people in the basis of authority? Guru Tattva is a very beautiful representation of authority, because the Guru, through his selfless dedication to the common cause, sets the example that there is a common cause to unite upon, to have some common fight for a common goal, not something like my selfish goal. You see, in marriage you can see it. If the man has one idea, he wants everything his way, and she says, no, it all has to be my way, they're not going to be a happy family. Then very soon somebody's going to say, it's my way or the highway. You can do it my way, or you can get out of here and do your life any way you want and anywhere you want. So this is a very, very authoritative way of approach, but this is what's happening in the ego world. Now, what in the Guru Tattva world? What in the world of common causes? You see, if there is a common cause, which is well-wishing cause for every individual participating and for every individual not participating, a spiritual cause can never be inimical towards anybody. It's only for the sake of the spiritual welfare, for Dharma, the Supreme Lord's sweet will. These are the prime concepts which are motivating and also creating the pivot of decision making for those participating in this joint effort, the struggle for this common cause. That's why it's spiritual. That's why it's a wonderful common cause. So because of that, there is a special way this has been approached in our Vedic scriptures, in our Vedic tradition, and that special way is basically we can call it Ishtagosti. Ishta means God, and everything done for God should be discussed and decided by the God-minded, God-conscious people, those who are dedicated actively to the cause. Some people have great intelligence, they have a great common sense, but they don't practice anything. They don't do any selfless work. They just have some theoretical idea. They cannot really contribute, and they cannot really be authorities. An authority is a sadhu or a satguru. An authority is somebody who is dedicated in his decision making to sat, to eternal reality. He is not ambiguous. It's not a relative consideration. Maybe yes, maybe no. I like it. You don't like it. Let's do it. Let's don't do it. Like all this kind of thing. Satguru, the sadhu, the true sadhu, he knows what's good because he's dedicated to the good, and he is also without a hidden agenda. He doesn't need any hidden agenda, because when you're dedicated to the eternal reality, you know that everything in the hand of the Supreme Controller, not in your hands. There's nothing to worry about, because you know everything will work out just the way the Lord wants it. And you can just do whatever you can do to make your life the best by giving your love to others and helping others. And by being very humble and comforting, and by training other leaders. Now, here is the question, what's an authority? An authority is that person who transforms other people in authority, who can delegate to others this capacity of finding the way to do things in the right way. It's very beautiful, because when you consider the spirit of freedom, you see within freedom there can be love. Without freedom there cannot be love. You cannot force somebody to love you. You cannot oblige somebody to do the way you want it to be done, because then maybe you can do that. Maybe temporarily a boss can get his servants to submit to him, even though inside they are not agreeing and they don't even like him. So he can accomplish that, but everybody is disgusted with him. So he's not happy because he's surrounded by people disgusted by him. And so disgust means zero love. So he's not loved, so he's feeling very lonely. So you see, a real authority is a person who can convince another person. Like, for example, parents. Parents, they are only good authorities, not by screaming and saying, this is right and this is wrong. No, this is not a real good quality of being an authority. The good authority being a parent is that he has to convince the child of what is right and what is wrong. If the parent cannot convince his child, he has not done his educational job well. Because the child is going to be next moment in the same situation without parents looking, and if the child has not really assimilated and accepted the truth about some certain circumstances, he may still be lost. So the father, he tells the child, don't run on the street without looking left and right, a car may come. So if the child doesn't listen to the father, he may be run over by a car, easily, anytime. Or parents tell their children, do not take intoxication. And that